Dear Christian friend, have you ever wondered if the glory of the Lord has departed? In 1 Samuel chapter 4, the glory departed from Israel after the priests and people misused the Ark of the Covenant. In Ezekiel chapter 10, idolatrous Israel succumbed to Babylonian exile, and the prophet watched the glory cloud depart from the temple. In much the same way, when reading the accounts of Jesus and his apostles, do you sense that the Spirit of God, who so powerfully manifested his presence in the early church, is missing from the form of Christianity that you experience today? The Bible gives us plenty of reasons to heed such concerns. For example, in chapter 10 of his first epistle to the Corinthians, Paul warns the church, the New Testament church, mind you, that the judgments which befell Israel were written for our instruction, upon whom the ends of the ages have come. Or take the book of Hebrews, which pairs rich theological teachings with some of the Bible's strongest practical exhortations. It presents Jesus as superior to angels, Moses, the priesthood, and sacrifices. But why? Not so we can become complacent beneficiaries of the greater covenant, but to warn us of the gravity of neglecting it. The book's rhetorical pattern is epitomized in verses 28 to 29 of chapter 10, which reads, "Anyone who has set aside the law of Moses dies without mercy on the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. How much worse punishment, do you think, will be deserved by the one who has trampled underfoot the Son of God, and has profaned the blood of the covenant by which he was sanctified, and has outraged the Spirit of grace?" As Christians, we know what a privilege it is to live in the age of redemption through Jesus Christ. Abraham, Moses, and David longed for this era while only glimpsing it from a distance. But with our incredible privilege comes a sobering responsibility. Just as Israel, as God's firstborn son, was disciplined for turning away from him, how much more should we, the church, expect to be held accountable for the proverbial talents placed in our hands? If the Shekinah glory departed from rebellious Israel, it should come as no surprise to find Scripture, all the more so, warning that God will withdraw his glory from the faithless, loveless, or disobedient church.